What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and today let's continue with another episode of our F1 2017 career mode. We are still in the Haas F1 team, as you can see, and today we are at the circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. So let's take a look at our laptop, and you can see in the left hand side of your screens that we are going to have mixed conditions on track, so rain might make its appearance during this weekend. We also just got news from a power unit major upgrade we were doing, but it failed unfortunately, so we need 600 resource points and 1 week more to get it. But instead of going straight for it, I am going to first research this reducement in the percentage of failure in further power unit upgrades. So yeah, just doing a couple of practice sessions is going to get us that 1000 resource points that we need. So yeah, that's going to be quite quickly done, I feel. By the way, I also hope the internet situation has been fixed. I resetted the modem, so hopefully everything is fine. So with that, let's just jump straight onto the practice session, shall we? To open off the weekend. Okay, so let's get a setup into our car for starters. Yeah, because we'll need a setup, I guess. Where is Spain? It's right here, 7.6, so that's good stuff. Yeah, I think it's fine. What do I want?
Alter the setup of the car.
I'm going to do practice and qualifying in the second power unit, because then I'll use the first one for the practice and all that at Monaco, and then I'll do the race and stuff on the second one. Then I'm guessing for Canada we are going to jump in our third one, maybe, or maybe just hold onto Baku to go onto our third one.
Some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
Yeah, okay, don't worry, Jeff. Let's get started with the track acclimatization program.
Now, so take a few laps to get the tires up to temperature. Try and feel your way around.
I ask of you not to worry, Jeff. Can you please do that? By the way, what time is it? It's rather late, right? I had to wait for my grandfather to finish, or for the football game to finish. He wanted to watch that on a live stream, so I had to wait until that was done for me to be able to start the live stream. So this is our third live stream today. So yeah, it's going to be fun stuff, I guess. They have an option to tell Jeff to shut up. By the way, welcome Payush to the live stream. Welcome Isaac. How are you guys doing? Yeah, there is an option.
Got that confirmed.
Right there.
Confirmed.
Okay, so let's go for it. Hey, lazy god. Yeah, right. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, we are doing our third live stream today, and hopefully it's going to be awesome once again. After a great display in Russia. Okay, yesterday... What? What if Kubika has an accident with the Halo? Well... I think that's going to be the same as everyone else. No, this is the third one. I had to reset Russia, but so yeah, this is the third one. Hey Mary, welcome back to a live stream. Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, just going back to the garage. I already did the purple rating there, so... Yeah, hopefully the stream is fluid again, because I resetted the the modem. So I'm guessing everything is fine with the internet now. At least the live stream of the game my grandfather was watching was fine. And I'm keeping tabs on the bitrate at OBS. Whoa, okay. What time do I wake up on a working day? About 6 AM? Yeah, 6 AM. Then I leave home around 7 AM. I have to get at my job at around 9 AM. Usually get there 8:30, so I can just have breakfast and all that without any issues, without any problems, and start working actually at 9, because there are people who get there at 9 and then go to eat and stuff. You know how it works, right? Yeah, and only start working about 10 AM. No, I start working at 9. And yeah, then I leave job at 6 PM and get home at around 7:30 PM. So yeah. Today is your favorite day of the year? Why? Oh, by the way, you didn't see the... Oh, heavy rain in P2, rain in qualifying, and rain in the closing stages of the race. Still not enough wetness for me to go for a wet weather setup, but yeah. Okay, so tire management, let's go, let's drive out.
When you're ready, let's go.
ARJW, how did your league race go? How did your race go? Oh, really? Oh. What country am I living in? I'm living in Portugal. I'm Portuguese. Oh, yeah, that's not a good race. That's unfortunate. Oh, is it your birthday, Gonçalo? Okay. I would love to come. I think, yeah, Portugal is a nice place for tourism. Yeah, if you get the chance, you can definitely go here. I think you'll spend a good time. But yeah, I would only recommend it really for tourism because, yeah, we are in a quite deep shit, to be honest. But then again, these days, what country isn't in deep shit, right? Oh, you're for Ireland? Okay.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Can we switch countries? Like, I don't really like... I like cold weather, so... Can we make a switch? Hey man, see ya man. Yeah, I know it's quite late, but yeah, you stayed up enough already. So yeah, man, have a good night. Damn it! Why does the game like? It's like something pops up, but I don't see anything anywhere. It just goes into pause for some goddamn reason. Maybe it's the wheel, something is off, I don't know. Hey Cordis Die, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there are not many F1 fans in Portugal. We have quite a big motorsport history, but yeah, special like, but it's more the fans of motorsport in Portugal. It's mostly rally, you know, not really F1. Here comes Grosjean and Vettel. Hey, Jacqueline died. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, currently just going back to the garage. Got another purple practice program. Okay, so I'm guessing we can do a good job here. We have a very good car this season. So yeah, maybe... Yeah, I like F1. I like rally, but I'm not following. For the last couple of years I haven't been following. Hey man, thanks for the subscription, pal. Glad you are enjoying. Hope you enjoyed the remaining of the stream. Hey Simo, welcome to the stream. Who was my favorite driver in F1? I don't really, I've said this lots of times. I don't really have a favorite driver, but the driver I like the most is Max Verstappen. I don't... Hey Mary, thanks for the subscription. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy the remaining of the stream. But yeah, the driver I like the most is Max Verstappen, but I'm not really a fan of him. I don't really root for him. If he wins, fine. If he deserves to win, better. But if he comes home last, I don't really care, you know? I just like to see if the winner of each race and the championship are deserving winners. That's enough for me. I just want to see good races, and whoever deserves it should win, in my opinion. Yeah. If the winner for me doesn't deserve it, it wasn't really a good race in my opinion. But yeah, I don't really care who wins. So what's up? The fuel saving program. So let's drive out again.
Everyone clear?
I really need to save this power unit and gearbox. So Ugh. I can show you. The only assists I have is the racing line. That's the only one I have. And the AI is 103. What's my favorite driver of all time? Ayrton Senna, hands down. I'm not old enough to see him, to ever see him race, but yeah, just YouTube and stuff. You know, he's just the greatest driver ever, in my opinion. Would I like a Portuguese Grand Prix to come back? Yes, I would. In fact, the World's Endurance Championship already makes a stint in Portugal for one of their championship races. But I don't think we would ever have a F1 race, at least for like the next 10-20 years maybe, because just the what's the name, the structures, the infrastructures of the circuits, the facilities are not good enough to host an F1 race, at least from what I know. I'm no expert in terms of facilities, but what I know from well, from experts on the area and like commentators and all that, is that we don't have good enough tracks to host. Well, they don't have the. It's not really the license, but they don't have the rating from FIA to be able to host an F1 race. Okay, fuel saving program now. Let's see how good we are on the fuel. Around the lap of the circuit of Barcelona, Catalonia. Hey Cal, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I resetted the modem, so yeah, looks like it's fine now. But yeah, thanks for the info nonetheless. I could be doing much better on this practice program.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. If it's a good track, go for it. You know, I don't really care what Grand Prix you have as long as the tracks are good. If the drivers enjoy the tracks, then yeah, it's okay for me as well. Oh, slight lockup on the entry. Should have gone down to 4th, shouldn't I? Okay, looks like we are going to get a purple rating in this one as well. And yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? So yeah, with the subscriptions of Mary and Jacqueline Hyde, we are close to 290 now. I woke up today. Well, man, I cannot pronounce your name, sorry, but thanks, man, thanks a lot. Glad you are enjoying. What was I going to say? Oh, we are close to 290 subscribers. I woke up today with 266, so this is a really productive weekend so far. Yeah, right. Hey, Pepsi Cola, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I thought about that the same, especially after Mexico. They looked a bit shaky, you know. So yeah, I also got the same worries. Well, if my data is correct, there was once a stint of a partnership between between Renault and McLaren, and that partnership didn't fare too well because reliability issues. So is history going to repeat itself? I just don't know. But yeah, that's a possibility always. Okay, P4. Not many cars have put like very competitive laps, so yeah, I'm not pushing myself, so. Oh, was it 93, the partnership of McLaren Renault? Don't really remember, don't really know. I won't pretend I know, but, well, whatever. So, qualifying pace is up next. This one I'll just go for a flying lap, don't really care. And no, I'm only going to end after the race. I'll do the entire race weekend on this live stream. Oh, I was going too wide. Lost 2/10 on that right-hander. Yeah, I'm still losing time, the time I initially gained, which is not... I'm not too good in the third sector, but now we need a good one in order to keep up on the delta. Don't really know if Hockenheim is coming back. It would be good. I like Hockenheim ring. I like it more than Nürburgring, at least. Why did I go down there in third? That was bad. Was it weird? Yeah, I wasn't born back there. Come on! Okay. Let me focus. I'm looking at the chat too much. Wasn't it Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix? Hey Gerko, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not very good compared to the Purple Delta. Yeah, let's see how it goes in the third lap. Ah, that was a bad hairpin. Hey, thanks, man. What? Get in a Haas car as Magnussen, take out the Mercs and the Red Bulls? Yeah, I won't be able to complete it. Looks like we are not good enough at the qualifying program, so looks like it will be the only program we are not going to get a purple result on. But yeah, we have gotten, like China, we didn't even get the green target and we won the race. So yeah, it depends. Maybe the setup is more race oriented. Yeah, let's see. So back to the garage we go. Damn it. By the way, I forgot my water bottle. I should go pick it up, but whatever. So race strategy is the only one after that. Let's go to the track right away. Oh, yellow flags. Oh, Massa spun. Yeah, took it a bit too tight. Put the wheel on the grass. Fortunate the back end didn't step out. Okay, Kai, yeah, then good night, man. Good night. Hope to see you maybe tomorrow, but yeah, let's see. Well, to be honest, don't really know. Really? I'm below the delta? Wow. I suck at this game. I'm not going for as late as of an Apex. What? Here in Portugal? Well, I have a democracy. Well, it's basically what's the word? A colligation? I'm not sure if that's the proper word. But like 3 different parties got together and formed the government. Despite them losing the elections, they decided to get together and yeah. It was stupid, but whatever. I still play and I want. Oh.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Well, I wasn't born good at any game, so it just comes with practice. Fudge me! Not really no power, I just touched the grass on the outside and almost lost the car. But yeah, got a purple rating, so let's get back to the garage. Well, I used to see Top Gear when it was on the Discovery Channel here in Portugal, but now they don't show it anymore, so I don't watch it, and I never watched Grand Tour. Yeah, that curb is deadly. Fuck! I didn't see that wall coming at all, really. But oh well. I already completed everything, so yeah. Well, I'm gonna say Austria. The curbs, like those sausage curbs at Austria, can really screw you up. So we got everything done apart from the qualifying pace, but looks like we can't really get a good run there. Well, at least we get purple on our first sector. So yeah, let's advance to qualifying.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are Raikkonen, Vettel and a Haas. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Yeah, don't you guys worry about that. We are going to be better in qualifying, probably. Like, we are most times, so yeah. And it's going to be raining in qualifying, in the middle of it, so... Was it really? Oh, okay, didn't really notice. Okay, so we can now go and make a reducement of the risk of upgrades failing. Oh, are you going, Gergo? So yeah, let's just do that, because this major upgrade failed, so I only need to get a couple more points. And then we'll be able to get it researched again. So let's go to... well, let's first listen to Emma Jenkins with the targets for the qualifying.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Okay, qualifying 6th and beat our rival Daniel Kvyat. I've already beat him 3 times already in this career mode, so I don't really know why they keep putting me up against him, but whatever. Let's go to the qualifying session then. Let's see how it turns out. It's going to rain, so going to spice things up.
Here we are at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for the start of today's qualifying session. It won't be long now until we're ready to join the action down at trackside. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
Okay, let's go to the setup. Let's reduce the amount of fuel first. We don't need fuel for 10,000 laps. Second, let's go to mediums. Third, let's check the weather. Are we going to have rain for Q2 or for Q3? I saw rain in the weather forecast for this qualifying simulation, for this qualifying session, so Grosjean already out on track. Come on. 30 minutes from now. So I'm guessing only at the end of Q3 is going to have rain. Let's see. I do 100% races every time, and I do all three sessions of qualifying. So yeah.
Checks complete.
Let's go out.
We're ready.
Oh yeah, I forgot the engineers put you on rich mix right out of the pit lane. Okay, let's start our first flying lap in the qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's see how it goes. Since we are on the mediums, I don't exactly expect provisorally pole. And Grosjean is about to complete his lap, and it's going to be a 1:19.2. Of course, it was the first car to set a lap time, so that's the fastest so far. Almost the same sector 1 time as Grosjean, even though he was on softs and I'm on mediums.
Fuel is marginal. We're close to using up the load. Pit in within 2 laps.
Well, to be honest, in my opinion, that was Ocon's fault in Brazil, if that's what you are referencing. Ocon was the one who forced the maneuver, and Hamilton lost the rear end there in a freaking Mercedes, which was much more downforce than any of the Haas or the Force India. So if he lost his rear end on his own, on a qualifying lap or warming up or whatever, why does Ocon think he could pull it off side by side in inferior cars on heavy fuel? I just don't know. I don't understand the reasoning behind Ocon trying to get the move done there. There are so much better overtaking opportunities around that old circuit, and he basically forced
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
he basically forced not Rosberg, god damn it, Grosjean. He basically forced Grosjean to spin. Yeah, I don't think so as well. Oh, other races before 2017. Well, to be honest, I don't really remember many incidents from that period. I'll need to stop, there are some cars coming by. But yeah, I've known Grosjean to complain a lot after he went to Haas. But yeah, I don't really remember his crashes or anything. Okay, so, session info. Okay, we are down in 7th, but we didn't, yeah, only almost 1 second slower. Yeah, we need to improve our second and third sector times. Because Raikkonen is almost 1 second faster in the same tires. Vettel 6/10 faster. I have a very good first sector. I have basically the same as Grosjean and he was on softs. But yeah, then my second and third sectors are very bad. I need to improve on those. So yeah, I still got through to P10 or through to Q2 in P10. And the knocked out is Ericsson, Verline, Van Dorn, Palmer and Stroll. Alonso proceeded to Q2 actually. So a good result by the Spaniard in his home Grand Prix. But yeah, let's see how it goes now. The second time of asking, of course. We are now on soft tires, so yeah. That's Hamilton, I'm going to say. No, that's actually Bottas, okay. I couldn't really see his helmet. Yeah, move on. Well, the thing, Ricciardo spun not because... Did Ricciardo spin because of contact? I thought he dropped the wheels in the grass and that's why Ricciardo spun. Van Dorn got sandwiched either way. So yeah, Magnussen should have given more space probably. But yeah, I think Ricciardo lost it because he went on the grass. And Van Dorn slowed down to avoid him. But Magnussen kinda didn't, or slowed down less. And that's when they touched. At least from what I remember, I might be wrong though. Oh, sorry. I'm going to let Vettel through. Just so I don't have him pissing me off behind me. Okay. Hey Tricky, welcome to the stream. I'm definitely not as fast as the Ferraris. They have a better chassis. I'm better than them in the aerodynamics. We are equal basically in the power unit, but they have a much better chassis, so yeah. Yeah, that's the second. As you can see, I beat Bottas. But yeah, the Ferraris are just too good at this track. Their chassis is just unbelievably good.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
I don't think I ever got a puncture in this game, so yeah. I've seen the AI gets them, but I don't think I have had a puncture in this game. But what's the difference between having good chassis and aero? Like, aero is basically the downforce and the drag reduction, but then the chassis is about the weight itself of the car. So if your car weighs less, you can stop it in you take less distance to stop the car, you know. The force on the suspension and on the tires during during long fast corners is also reduced, because the car isn't getting pushed too much to the outside because it's lighter, you know. And just the transition between corners in case of chicanes is better. It gives more mobility to the car, if that makes sense. You can brake later because there's not as much mass to that the brakes are trying to act upon. The mass is lighter, so the brakes are more efficient. Well, yeah, the AI is very good at Bahrain. Still ended up 4th though. Grosjean finished 2nd, and Bottas won. Bottas won that race with Hamilton completing the top 3. So yeah, session info. Grosjean is up to P4, so that's very nice from him. Oh, Bottas actually improved past me. Okay, like these guys are... As you can see, yeah, I'm very good in the first sector, but then the other two... It's not really the setup, I think. I think it's just me not being as good. Look at like that. That's almost... That's 8/10 he gained me. Raikkonen gained me 8/10 or something like that in the second sector alone. Then gained another 4. Almost 5 in the third sector, you know? I just need to be better. But yeah, looks like we're going to comfortably be able to proceed into the last qualifying session. Looks like Hamilton is going to start the race on medium tires. Yeah, this is it. So, and yeah, it finally started to rain. So Fernando Alonso P15, Carlos Sainz 14th, then Kvyat, Hülkenberg and Massa are the guys knocked out in Q2. I think Leclerc is going to be at Sauber. I think it's going to be Leclerc and Ericsson, because like the owners of the team or the sponsors or whatever, they bring a huge amount of money into the team, and they are Swedish, so but I would like to have Giovinazzi Leclerc. So it's currently raining. It's going to end raining. It's going to ease out, so yeah, I'm not going to get out in the rain. let me just... I'm not going to get into the track in the rain. Let me just pick up the Q3 recommended tires. And yeah, I'll just skip until the latest stages of the session. No, 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 get out, get out. Wait, I mean... Like, he's the youngest DTM world champion ever. There's something hugely wrong with Verline. Teams are not picking him up for some reason, man. Because he's so good.
Let's go.
Again, he's the youngest DTM champion ever. That doesn't come from a slow guy, you know, from someone who isn't talented. He's very good. And yeah, that's just something very weird with him because teams are not picking him up for some reason. Yeah, the track is still a bit slippery, but if the other cars are not coming out on track, then they are going to have problems. I thought it was official that it was going to be Kubica, but apparently not, so I don't really know anymore. Okay. But yeah, I'll get it. Like, I don't really care about those rumors. I can be patient. I can wait for them to announce the driver. So yeah, I don't really care about the rumors. When it's announced, and we'll move on. Turn. Oh, that was... yeah, that wasn't very good. Okay.
Excellent lap. We're really pleased.
I got the target done, 6th place at least, so that's nice.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race
Oh.
tomorrow. Your top three are Vettel, Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
Yeah, I wasn't able to drop below the 119 But yeah, whatever. We were still the first ones on the 119s. Beat our teammate, got P6, got the target. So yeah, that's good. Both Force Indias closing the top 10, and Bottas is going to start right alongside us. Lewis Hamilton is in second, but he's going to start on medium, so he might get a poor start and make things tasty for the start of the race. By the way, for any of you guys who might not know, I'm currently leading the championship. Sebastian Vettel getting pole is not too fun for me, but well, I don't think we are going to be able to catch up to him unless he has problems, but at least we can get second place. I think that's attainable, especially with Kimi Räikkönen starting very close on us. What's the fourth or third? I don't really know. He got third, but with a good start we can get right on top of them, especially if Hamilton gets a poor start on his mediums and drops back right off the line. So let's get back to our motorhome, and yeah, let's see how that goes. Going to get more resource points for our account. So yeah, oh, we were expected 8. I thought we were expected 6th. Okay, whatever. Still beat the target though. Beat Kvyat, who got knocked out in Q2. Beat the team, target, beat Grosjean. Now let's listen to Emma Jenkins with the targets for the race.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
Am I? No, I'm not bleeding from my nose. But yeah, finished the race in 6th and beat Daniel Kvyat is the target once again. So yeah, let's go into the start of the Grand Prix, shall we?
What does the We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Kimi Räikkönen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo and a Haas, Max Verstappen and Vettel, Grosjean, Perez, Ocon and Felipe Massa, Hülkenberg, Kvyat, Carlos Sainz and Alonso, Bottas, Stroll, Jolyon Palmer and Stoffel van Dorn. Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
You qualified higher than we were expecting, so see if you can keep this position in the race.
Oh goddamn, it's going to be stormy weather for the last couple of laps. Wow, this is going to be intense, it looks like. So, we have two things. I could go for a one stop and then stop for the rain, or I could try to pick up the mediums or the hards and go until the rain without stopping. What do you guys think? I'm thinking well, I can't go. No, stop. That was a stupid question. I can't go on the mediums from the start because I qualified on the softs. Whatever, that was stupid. That was goddamn stupid, man. Okay, so Vettel got a 5th place grid penalty, Bottas got a 10th place grid penalty. That moved us up to P4. Our teammate moved up to P7, I think. So yeah, let's now get ready for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix. Okay, this is it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. Räikkönen quite slow on the getaway. Ricciardo is already gotten past him. I'm going to try to split the D, as they say, and try to get myself up to P2, braking later than the car, so I'm quite sandwiched. So I had to not turn in on Räikkönen too much, but still I managed to get through to P2. Because they just don't have the pace, basically. They are quite durable, but they don't really have the pace. So that's probably because of that. But yeah, we moved up to P2. Räikkönen, we had to force somewhat Ricciardo on the outside, because we were quite sandwiched, so I didn't want contact with anyone. And yeah, Raikkonen taking the inside line was able to get himself up to P3. But yeah, great start for us. So now we only need to hunt Lewis Hamilton, who is starting on the softs, fortunately, on the mediums, sorry, fortunately for us. And yeah, he's not, hopefully not going to pull away too much, since again, he has harder tires fitted on his car. The good thing is that with him being on the mediums, we are going to undercut him, you know, for a new set of softs, and he's going to be, we are going to be on new softs, and he's going to be on old mediums, basically. That's the point. And then his plan won't come to fruition because we'll have the rain then. So yeah. Well, at Silverstone, the hard tires are not rubbish. You can actually... Well, they are not already the tire of choice for Silverstone anymore, are they? Well, in last year's game, at least in 50% races, you could do a one-stop from hards to mediums or hards to softs, don't really remember anymore. Yeah, I saw like the poll from Pirelli. Don't really know. I would say the Mega Soft. You know? No, I think like Hyper Soft for me is the one who looks the coolest. But Mega, I think is just the step higher from Super or Ultra. Super, Ultra, Mega, and then Hyper. You know? If you are going to make a scale. But even though Hypersoft sounds cooler, oh, almost crashed myself out there. Is Grosjean? Yeah, Grosjean is up to P5, so a good start from him as well. He got past Vettel at least. Yeah, Vettel is down at 7th. Yeah, I like Hypersoft. It's the coolest, I think. But yeah, if you are going to make a scale, I think Mega should be the next one, not the Hyper. Oh my god, that was close to Hamilton. He broke earlier, or he braked earlier than what I was expecting. Oh ho ho. Well, DRS is on, right? Yeah. DRS is online currently, so... Nope. Wait, it just came at me. It just bumped wheels with me on the braking zone. Okay. Well, now this is my opportunity to pull away, since Hamilton is on mediums. Well, to be honest, I don't really think that's needed, because that's half of the challenge on the transition period from dries to wets, or to winters in this case, you know? You need to try to have that unsafe zone where you either risk going to the inters and them not working, or you risk maybe locking up on the dries and ruin your race. I think that's a good challenge for the drivers. you will also need to find the grip and the better lines in the rain. So I think that's just a good challenge. I'm slowly pulling away from Hamilton, but in the second sector it catches up to me again, so yeah. Nah, they won't. Because the hard is a really niche tire. Is what, Malaysia? Malaysia is not here anymore. Like Spain, yeah, it's probably going to be one of the only ones. What other tracks will need the hards? I don't even remember. It's basically Spain, right? What other... Malaysia is out of the calendar. Is Japan on hards? I think mediums are the hardest option in Japan. So I don't really know. At least from the top of my head, I don't really remember which other tracks use the hard compounds. Spa? No, not Spa, right? Does Spa use it? I don't think Spa uses it anymore. I think it used to need hards, but not anymore. Right? That's going too wide again. Yeah, I think I broke the striking range for Hamilton. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have DRS anymore, at least unless I do any mistakes. Nope, that hairpin was too slow for me. They've caught up. Oh, looks like I'm on pace. Whoa, I didn't actually lose time. I actually gained. God damn it, English is hard. I'm on pace for a purple lap, but I'm not really sure. Huh, I don't think Raikkonen is... Yeah, Raikkonen is not yet in a position to challenge Hamilton for position. So he's just going to stay put with his DRS, but not being able to close enough, or to even get side by side, let alone try a maneuver. Wide on, what? What are you talking about? I didn't... Why don't they have hard tires for China? Do they? I don't think so. They probably could, but at the moment it's super soft, soft, medium. So, don't know. Well, I think if Pirelli nailed what they wanted to, it was going to be hard for China. But the thing is that they made the tires a bit too much durable, because of course they didn't know how it was going to be during actual racing, because of this of the higher cornering speeds and the higher forces that are going to put to get through the tires with these new cars. Yeah, that's the thing. That track has high wear, but Pirelli made the track that much durable, made the tires that much durable that they don't even need the hards for China anymore. At least currently. That's why they needed to bring even softer compounds than the Ultra. First of all, I think the target is to get to 2 pit stops at Monaco. And the second one, it's just because even the Ultra Softs were too durable in these current regulations. They overshot it a little bit in terms of longevity of the tires. Of course, they didn't really have the data. Of course, they did testing with these cars, but only when the cars are being pushed to the limits you can really find out, you know? And yeah, so they made them a little bit too durable. Better have them a little bit too durable than not being able to make 10 laps even on hards, you know? So it actually served for the drivers to be able to push more their cars, and that actually improved the racing. So I don't think they should change the tire compounds. But give me a second, I need to adjust that. Hey, CJTPS4, thanks for the subscription, man. Glad you are enjoying the live stream. Hope you enjoy the rest of it. By the way, for any new guys on the stream, I'm just going to show you. The only assist I use is the racing line, as you can see. And I race against 103 AI. So yeah, these are the settings I race with. So yeah, I'm not ahead of the leaders because I'm not the leader because I'm on medium difficulty or anything like that. Not being able to really pull away from Hamilton, but well, his tires, it's going to start soon, the point where his tires are in better condition than mine, even though mine are quicker. And with Raikkonen, oh, Raikkonen actually overtook Hamilton. I didn't notice that. Wow, okay. Simulation damage is not less than full. I just use full, but simulation is the highest. Oh, Raikkonen is right on my gearbox now. Yep, he finally got free By the way, yeah, my lap was very bad. 8 tenths slower than my usual laps, so yeah, that was not very good. So yeah, the pack is right behind me now. I can't stay on that green patch, otherwise I'll lose the back end. Well, that was weird, but yeah, simulation damage is more sensitive. Yeah, maybe it was just a glitch or something like that, because simulation damage is more sensitive than full damage. Couldn't really get as good of a line as I wanted through that last chicane. At least I'm getting better traction out of the corner than Raikkonen, which allows me to get 1 car length or something close to that. When am I expected to be in the pits? Lap 19, okay. Oh my god. Well, this wheel pedal combo, it's you can get this wheel, the T150 from Thrustmasters, by 150 euros or original equivalent, but that's the base one, the blue one with the PlayStation logo, and the standard pedals. I got the Ferrari version, which is 160 euros instead of 150. But instead of that, I got the T150 Pro version, which instead of the standard pedals comes with a T3PA set of pedals, which has a clutch pedal as well, and the pedals themselves are better. And that goes for 200 euros. I would recommend the Pro version. Oh, Raikkonen, is it Raikkonen? Raikkonen is in the pits. Oh, there are some yellow flags. I just saw from the corner of my eye on the minimap. But yeah, looks like I'm getting undercut. So let's bump it up to rich mix.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2. What happened? Let me know you're okay.
Yeah, right. Well, this is what happens when you push too much. I feel like I have lots of understeer on this hairpin for some reason. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car.
Oh,
Reduce
yeah.
Speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Free pit stop for what?
Go through penalty.
Oh, is that the speeding? I didn't speed under the VSC, I went into the pits, man. How can I speed if I'm going to the pits?
Release, release.
That doesn't make any actual sense, but whatever. So I don't know why this virtual safety car was for, but it's welcomed.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Green flag.
So yeah, after that one, let me just check the standings. Because let's see, Lewis Hamilton is still leading, hasn't stopped. Followed by Vettel, Ocon and Massa, none of them stopped yet. Then we have me, Daniel Kvyat, who has not stopped yet in P6. Then we have Raikkonen on mediums. Then Verstappen 8th, Ricciardo 9th and Grosjean 10th on softs. The thing is, there is a train, I don't know if it is led by Kvyat or Raikkonen, but there's a train. And then there's a gap from Ricciardo to Grosjean. The train is composed by either Kvyat or Raikkonen, then Verstappen and Ricciardo. But yeah, Grosjean is probably catching up to that group. Yeah, there's 4 cars. Yeah, so Kvyat is holding up all of those guys. Yeah, Kvyat is the one holding them up. Grosjean is going to catch up with them, surely. But yeah, it's also great on me because I'm going to be faster than Kvyat, at least for this lap. And yeah, the guys are going to lose further time to me. And why did I stay in 4th gear there? And yeah, then the soft runners go into the pits and I can overtake them. Ocon and Massa are in the pits now. Vettel and Hamilton have not pitted yet. I could have taken a wider entry. Yeah, Raikkonen got through Kvyat and is up to P4, but Kvyat is still in P5. Bottas with the fastest lap of the race so far. So good job for him. Oh. Yeah, Raikkonen is still faster than me, even though he's on mediums. Am I closing in on Vettel? Let me check. Car in front.
Vettel is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 15.0 seconds. You're gaining by 1/10 a lap. They're on old softs. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:23.2.
That's how slow I am. Like 16 laps fresher softs, and I'm still only catching up by 1/10 per lap. Well, how many stops? I don't know, depends on the rain. I'm not going to stop until the rain comes. So yeah, that's a thing. How does the voice control work? First, I think it only controls in English. I think it only works in English, not really sure. And yeah, Vettel just went into the pits, so Hamilton is up next. I think it only works in English, and you have to have the microphone being recognized by the game. So in the wheel, for example, in my opinion, it's square, and then I have to say the exact same thing that appears on the text box, in the text box. For example, if I say, if the text box, for example, let me check. Driver behind. Like, I need to say driver behind for the game to recognize what I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to get from the engineer. There's yellow flags from a Williams. No, that's a Sauber, that's Ericsson. Fortunately, it's parked right on the apex. Yeah, more yellow flags. But yeah, so that's probably why the virtual safety car is deployed. But yeah, you need to say the exact thing you want you have to say exactly how it's in the text box, otherwise he won't understand what you are asking of him. There are some variants. For example, I can say vehicle condition or car condition, you know, but yeah, I don't think if I say car behind, he understands. Car behind?
Raikkonen is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 3.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. We think they've got 1 more stop. The time last lap was a 1:23.5.
Okay, okay, he understood that one. So there are some variants, but yeah, for the most part you have to stay with what says in the text box. Let me try another. Rival position. Hey Dabu, welcome to the stream. I don't think I'll need to pit again before the rain, but if I do, I'm going to pit for softs again. I don't need to go to mediums. But yeah, I think it will be already raining by lap 39. Weather report.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
What? 15 minutes for rain? Engineer, repeat.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I wanted the radio, not yeah. Car in front.
Hamilton is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 13.8 seconds. You're closing by 0.4 per lap. They're on old mediums. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:23.9.
Oh, do they? I didn't know about that. But yeah, it's going to be like in the last 6 laps maybe, the stormy conditions. So...
We expect to potentially see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
I don't think I've had too many times stormy conditions, so I really don't know. Vettel got past Raikkonen, since Raikkonen is running mediums. Vettel is faster on his softs. Yeah, some menacing clouds are approaching the circuit, the Barcelona-Catalunya. Oh, I lift off too early. This is a good workout for the arms. 3 live streams in a day, in an afternoon really. I started at 1 PM I think. So yeah. I think Hamilton still has to pit before the rain comes. So unless he stretches his mediums, he's going to pit and he's going to drop back. I don't think the Ferraris are catching up to me as quickly as I would think, or at least they are not. Yeah, I'm quite surprised by that. I'm faster than I would think compared to the Ferraris. I was expecting them to be already, both of them, right up my gearbox. Right up my Haas. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's probably an old controller, right? Let me just check one thing quickly. Okay. Oh, Hamilton has already pitted, didn't even notice. Coming up on a back marker, I'm guessing Verline. Just hope I can get up on him on a DRS zone, at least. Yeah, it's Verline, 19th. Yeah, that was too shallow of an entry angle. How many flashbacks do I get? Unlimited. In this game you get unlimited flashbacks. Verline, please be a good boy. Sorry man, but no. Yeah, because it doesn't disappear on OBS, so it doesn't disappear on the stream. So yeah, sorry for that, guys. Why is it yielding the position to the inside, goddammit? That makes no sense.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, people just have some bad day, probably. And that's their way to coping with that. I don't really care, it doesn't really affect me. It's out of, again, it's out of my control when people do that, so don't bother about it. Vettel got quite held up by Verline. Even though he's probably pissed off now. And he had DRS, so... I might need to brace myself. Because it's coming. And he's angry. Oh my god. Hey, Adri Martin, welcome to the stream. Como é legado aqui? I don't really know what you are referring about. I understand some Spanish. I can't speak Spanish, but I can understand some. But I don't know what you are referring about or referring to. I don't know. I've always had, like, we have a bit of a reputation with the teams. That's like if they love me or not. But within the drivers, that would be cool to implement. Maybe in the future. Turn. Yeah, those are right on my rear end. Weather report.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful.
And the thing with that example, for example, of Verline, is that it's way more complex to program. Because, for example, that time he was alone, but imagine if he was fighting for position, or was leading a huge train for position. You know, then he moves out of your way, maybe even dangerously, because he has that modifier of getting out of your way faster. So it could create a crash to get out of your way faster, you know? Because of that modifier. It's just so complex to program. Well, most things are complex to program these days. Okay, looks like we were able to pull away slightly from Vettel. Probably because of Van Dorn, maybe, I don't know, but probably. After a race, the driver and you that way for question one. Oh, really? Yeah, that's interesting to implement. I actually have NASCAR, the EATS Evolution or Revolution or whatever that was. The first one. The second one came out. But, yeah, I don't know how much of an improvement it is over the first one. So I don't know if it's really worth buying. Because I never really done many races on it. I also do real life distance there. And I won my first race in the hardest difficulty. In the career mode, you start with a shit car. But I actually won my first race there, so... because of the rubber banding AI. So I don't really know if they fixed it for the second game or not. We're coming up on Palmer.
Rain soon. Expect the first
Getting, do
drops
we
in
have...
the next few minutes.
Let's see if we have DRS. Yeah, the thing is you can't turn off in that game. So yeah, if you spin, everyone just gets massively slow and you catch up to them quite easily. I'm quite a noob at NASCAR. That was my first NASCAR game since 2002. Back in the PS1. It was either NASCAR 2000 or 2002. I don't really remember anymore. But yeah, it was something along those lines. So yeah. The only American sport I have time to follow, or semi-follow, is ice hockey. I'm a huge fan of it. And yeah, I just see like the highlights for each game. So I don't even have time to really stay up all night and to watch the games and all that. When they come to the playoffs, if it's like really important games, I'll stay up and watch them, of course. But just regular season games, I don't really make the sacrifice to see them. So I just watch the highlights later in the day or in the next day. Yep, Palmer is going to yield the position to the outside like a good boy. Thank you, man. But yeah, I think I'm only in front of these guys and keeping up away. It's because they have so much more wing because of the rain that's coming. That's going to be some really intense rain. It's going to start light, then it's going to go to heavy, and then it's going to go to stormy. So yeah, winter is coming, boys. Stroll holding up the pack behind me, or the 3-car group. Okay, still not pulling away, still not yielding position, and they are all catching up to Palmer, so they are going to have 2 cars. Oh, only now finally Stroll moved out of the way, but now they are coming up on Palmer. I don't know if he's going to yield the position in this straight. Oh, I saw some drops of rain on my visor. Where is the inters? Oh, okay. Yeah, it drives to inters to full wets. Hey Jesse, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, it's been a good race.
These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Yeah, I know that, Jeff. Don't worry too much. I would like, maybe, just maybe, I should just go on to full wets, and then I don't need to stop for wets. You know, I'm going to lose a bit while it's inter conditions, but then I will just go. I'll stay on wets, and they would make a pit stop for wets, and I will just keep going. What do you guys think about that? It can be risky, but I just don't know. I might just be better off staying put and going for inters like a good boy, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just teaching myself to bottle the race. Okay. Well, Vettel is right on my gearbox now. Yeah, they have higher downforce. That's probably why they are keeping so close to me now. Yeah, it's going to be raining from here onto the end of the race. Weather report.
15 minutes till we expect the heavy rain to arrive. Okay, even though we're seeing cars struggle in these conditions, if we pit for inters now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
Just suck it up and be quiet and learn how to race properly in difficult situations. Right? What's wrong with who's the Ferrari? Raikkonen? Did Raikkonen pit? Oh, I probably do. Like. Wait, wow! Is Vettel in the pits for another set of softs? I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. Okay, Raikkonen went for hards. Wow. Vettel. What's Vettel doing? Still in the pits. Grosjean is up to 7th. He pitted twice already. Oh, these guys are so freaking stupid. Come on. Vettel is on mediums. Like, bloody hell. I know my tires are quite worn out, but come on.
15 minutes spout of light rain, which will then move into heavy rain conditions.
Well, I've already done 25 laps on this set, I think, because what did I... No, 22 laps. I pitted around lap 16, right? Was it 16 or 18? I don't know, but I pitted somewhere around there. And I pitted before lap 20, so at least I've done 18 laps on this set of softs. Yeah, someone cue up the Eurobeat music because we're going to have some slides.
Okay, I think it might be just about time to come and change these tires.
Oh really? Now you...
Okay, the pit window has opened. Pit window now open for you.
Couldn't you have told me that like even just 5 seconds sooner, and I would be in the pits going for Inters? I swear to God, game. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Set intermediate tires.
Affirmative. Medium tyres at the next stop.
Not medium. Set Inters.
Moving you to a balanced downforce on your next stop. Okay, fitting intermediate tyres next. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Copy. Don't forget, pit in this lap. Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled. Complete, go now.
Decent pit stop.
Roman has just crossed into the pits. He's in the pits. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Hamilton is doing another lap. Yeah, probably because Vettel pitted. But goddamn. Hola, welcome to the stream. El Aviador Molon. Welcome to the stream, man. Okay, Raikkonen is finally in the pits. Oh my god. Well, I like to make the car slide sometimes on the exit of the corners, even midway through the corners, so the car like points better to the exits. Then if I can control the traction and I can hold the car, it's going to be fine. I don't know if Hamilton is catching up on me or not. He might have just been held up by Raikkonen, and that's maybe why he couldn't be close to me. But maybe he's now faster. I don't know. I'll keep tabs on the gaps. Vettel is 15 seconds behind though, because we know. It's Jeff in this game. 2.2. Now, I'm holding up my own. I'm not losing to him. Even on lane mix. Which is nice. Though I need to start using rich mix on the start finish straight, and maybe on that second DRS zone, just because being on lean wears out the control it's either the no, it's the energy store. Yeah, it's not the control electronics, it's the energy store. So I'll need to, around the lap, go for rich mix. Because the energy store accumulates energy when I'm on lean mix. So I need to deploy it in the next straight, for example. Yeah, Chris is the guy in the R&D, yeah. Now that you talk about it, I remember, yeah. I was wondering where you were getting Chris from, but yeah, you are right. Chris is the R&D guy.
We burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Why are you holding the inside? Freaking Harrison. Weather report.
Heavy rain arriving in under 10 minutes.
Car condition.
Okay, we should be good on tyres for a while. The wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up. Tyre degradation is on target for us. Good job. Be aware, your brakes are overheating. Softer on the brakes, we might run into problems.
They are not overheating. It was just that I asked about the car condition as I was braking for the hairpin. So, of course they get hot. I was heavily braking into a slow corner. I need to get rid of these rich mix. I might even underfuel the car. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be careful to not spin out, but I'm going on rich mix for a while. And I'm going to underfuel the car so I can have a lighter car than those guys. Because I'm gaining fuel quite rapidly, so if I can get less fuel than those guys, then I can be faster because of less weight equals better lifetimes, you know. Guess you guys already know that. But yeah guys, by the way, if you are enjoying the live stream, just give it a like if you think it's deserving of that. I don't usually ask for them, but I noticed in the live streams I remind you about that. You guys actually like more, and of course that helps me with the algorithm of YouTube and all that, and the approval ratings. So yeah, if you think the live stream is deserving of that, give it a like. I appreciate it quite a bit. Oh. Yeah, Hamilton is right behind me. Yeah, I lost out because he pitted again. Why was he pitting for another set of dry weather tires when it was already drizzling? How little foresight can you have? Don't you know it's going to rain? Don't you have your pit crew telling you it's going to be stormy conditions even? Well, I'm fine with Hamilton being in front of Vettel. Vettel is the closest competitor for the championship I have currently. My teammate is in a train, but there are quite a few cars in line. I don't know if they are all back markers or if they are all racing each other, but he's in the middle of quite a long train. But yeah, there are some back markers involved there, so it's just a matter of when he meets up to such back markers and when he's able to overtake them without losing too much time, if possible.
We could see the rain getting worse in around 5 minutes. Heavy rain on its way.
Oh, my gearbox is at 50%. Oh no! No, no, no! Okay, nice.
I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining away. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while yet.
Well, it's still only light rain. They don't look terrible. Terrible will be the stormy conditions in the last laps of the race.
You might want to consider switching to a lower fuel mix. We may not finish on the current settings.
Screw you! Screw you! I just hope I don't have a gearbox failure at Monaco. Out of all places, that's probably where you make the most gear changes per lap. And it's already 50%, so... Well, let's see. I think Grosjean is in 5th. So let's take a look at the standings. So yeah, I'm leading after starting P4. Then Lewis Hamilton is in P2. Then we have Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen, then Romain Grosjean, Sergio Perez, Kimi Raikkonen. He did an extra laps on those inters and he was on hards. So yeah, that's quite bad for him. Then we have Daniel Ricciardo, who started P3, dropped down to P8. Then we have Esteban Ocon in P9. Valtteri Bottas climbing through the field, started P15 and is up to P10. Then we have Carlos Sainz, Felipe Massa, Daniel Kvyat, Fernando Alonso, Jolyon Palmer, Lance Stroll, Pascal Wehrlein, Stoffel van Dorn, Nico Hülkenberg. He started 11th, he's dropped down to 19, a very poor performance from him. And Marcus Ericsson is completing the order of the pack. Here at lap 47 out of 66 here at the circuit, the Barcelona Catalunya, in the Spanish Grand Prix. So let's see how things work out. I'm currently going on rich mix so I can underfuel the car. What? Well, he's currently outmatching his teammates. His teammate is nearly last, so yeah. He's not in the points, but he's at least doing a better job than his teammate. Yeah, currently just getting the car low on fuel, because when we go to lean mix during, or even standard, in heavy rain, first, we are going to recover fuel anyway, so we'll be on lean or standards. Second, we are going to be faster than the AI, because we are going to be so light on fuel that just outright pace, you know, because we are so light on the fuel. Less time for us to brake, because there's not, the car is not so heavy, it can brake quicker than the others, and it will also have a better time turning. Oh. So starting from the top, Mercedes. Remind me if I forget anyone. So at Mercedes, Hamilton. At Ferrari, Vettel. At Red Bull, Verstappen. At Force India, Ocon. Even though I like Perez a lot, I think Ocon is better. Renault, Carlos Sainz. I also love Hülkenberg, but I think Sainz is the best out of them two. Toro Rosso, Gasly. Williams, well, in this season, Massa. Massa is still better than Stroll. Damn it. Sauber is Verline. How many teams am I missing? Haas, it's Grosjean. Well, at Haas is me. No, at Haas, Grosjean is the better driver. I think I mentioned all of them. Did I miss anyone? Oh, at Honda. Honda, Alonso, of course. Alonso is the better driver. Well, Van Dorn is still has lots of potential. He's shown this pace lately in the season, like he's been very good. He outraced Alonso in Malaysia, I think. Yeah, he's been doing great jobs. He has lots of talent, but between those two, Alonso is the better driver. Okay, I think we can go now to standard. Weather report.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
Well, we are already in heavy rain, so why aren't we on full wets? It's weird. Okay, so now we can start saving fuel. I think we are going to be able to save fuel even on standard, so... I can really feel myself on the limit of grip sometimes.
Staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Well, let's see. Engineer, repeat.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Oh ho ho ho.
The team want you to shift up through the gears earlier. They think it'll save fuel.
I think I got a better last sector than Hamilton. Pulled off slightly. Yeah, you touch that AstroTurf or whatever that green material is on the outside and you can very easily spin. Even in the dry, let alone in the wet. Yeah, I agree with you, but of course, being a better driver doesn't mean you will only get second place. Depending on the team, he might end up beating him, he might even be a world champion before Verstappen. Just, for example, let's see, maybe Renault is the better engine next season, and McLaren have a better chassis or something, you know? Being the better driver doesn't mean you are going to win the championship, you still need the car. If Van Dorn ever goes to a superior car than what Verstappen has in that specific period of time, he's going to beat him. Like, there's only so much you can do, right? But yeah, I agree. In terms of like raw talent, at least from what we know, I think Verstappen is better than Van Dorn, but yeah. Well, to be honest, I think Ocon gives Van Dorn a good run for his money. Well, I think he can still prove himself, because if he has the best car on the grid, he still has to beat his teammate, right? So, you know, Lewis Hamilton was always in, if not the top team, at least in the top 3 teams, you know. His years in the McLaren, he had to beat former world champion Jenson Button. You know, so he was still able to prove himself. No, Rosberg was able to prove himself even in the fastest car of the grid because he had to beat Hamilton. Yeah, reliability issues got in the way, but reliability issues also got in the way in 2015. Rosberg still had the chance of winning the championship at the end, and he got a car issue that prevented him from fighting. So one can argue that Rosberg also lost the championship in 15 due to, was either 15 or 14, due to reliability issues. Well, it depends. I don't really know, to be honest. I guess only time will tell, right? Yeah, in my opinion is that Verstappen is a better driver than Van Dorn. Yes. But yeah, we all know how that goes. Massa is a great driver, but never got a world championship. Heidfeld is a great driver, never got a world championship as well. Juan Pablo Montoya, a great driver, never got a world championship. And even was in a very strong team. McLaren has always been very strong. He was also at Williams BMW in 04. Took the fight until the end, I think. So, is Hamilton pitting for another set of inters or what? Are guys pitting for more inters? Because my tires are very good. Hey, Lucas. Give me a second. I think I had a fly or something landed in my air. Did we ever... Yeah, Weber didn't win a championship, no. Hey, Lucas Mães, welcome, boas. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad you are enjoying them. Yeah, Weber is also a great driver, didn't win a championship, so... yeah. There are amazing talents out there who never got a championship. So, that's just the way the cookie crumbled for their careers. But yeah, I guess only time will tell, right? Damn, Grosjean can win a championship maybe, if Haas turns out to be very good next season. They have a Ferrari power unit, so if they nail the aerodynamic, they can be top contenders, you know? Like, it just really depends. See, and that's another race where he's not going to get a podium because he's currently about to get lapped by me in 19th place, so yeah. Speaking about known podium finishes, yeah, he has been maybe a bit aggressive lately, but I don't think he was really known for his aggressiveness, you know? Oh, Kvyat. Kvyat, in my opinion, shouldn't even be in freaking F1. Like, yeah, he was a good driver and did well for Red Bull and all that. He got a podium, and that was a good race for him and all that. That's out of the question. He had talent. The thing is, for me, he wasn't supposed to be in F1. Go check, man. Like, when did he pick up? Did he pick up an F1 car at any practice sessions? No. Did he took part of any young driver days? I don't remember. Like, Antonio Felix da Costa. I might be biased because I'm Portuguese, but it was basically promised a seat in F1, and it's only 1 month away from signing the contract into Toro Rosso. Red Bull went and signed with Kvyat. You know why? Because Kvyat had more money. He had the Russian oil companies backing him and all that. Giovinazzi should be in F1. I think he's going to be next year at Sauber, right? I don't really know, but yeah. Giovinazzi should be there as well. Leclerc looks like it's certain that he's going to be there, but you also never know, you know. Well, it's... even Ericsson give him shit, but I think he's better than Palmer. He's better than Stroll, in my opinion. So... it's not, yeah, it's not going to get you points in a Sauber like Verline did, but it's not as bad as Maldonado or Palmer or Stroll. I mean, Stroll still has a bit to grow, no, he still needs to mature. I think he has potential to be quite good, but yeah, I don't think for the moment he's very good. He was good enough to get a podium, he was good enough when it mattered, right? He got the podium, props for him, that was a good drive for him. But yeah, he still has a bit to grow. Nah, I don't really think Kvyat is the same as Maldonado, nah. Oh, Vettel is right on my rear end, I didn't know that. Oh, my teammate is going to stuck. Come why? I went on the green light. My God, my heart sinks. I thought I was going to get overtaken by Vettel. Whew. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, I think Grosjean is in 6th place. Yeah, that was close. I thought I was going to get overtaken the moment the car didn't go. Yeah, he screwed with his second pit stop for Inters, I think it was. Well, let's see the race director again. So I'm leading, followed by Vettel, Verstappen, Grosjean, then Kimi Räikkönen and Hamilton. Vettel found a way to be home in 2nd place. God damn that guy. I swear to God, man, it was in 5th at one point. You know? Like, god damn, he keeps finding ways to make it up. Like, he's so close to me in the championship. He's what, 10 points behind me? Like, god damn, man. Have a bad race for once. Well, that was a bit too tight. Ho 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 ho. Remember when Jeff messaged me telling me, are you holding up with the Inters? I know those are terrible conditions. Now, these are terrible conditions. This is stormy. This isn't even heavy rain. This is heaviest rain. It's another level. I just hope I don't have gearbox issues. I just don't. Oh, that's nice. I never went to any race myself. This circuit, the circuit of Barcelona Catalonia, is the closest F1 track I have to me. So, yeah. Give me a second, I'm getting messaged. Give me a second. I'm getting some messages, some Steam messages. It's just my League Racing partner, my League Race teammate at Toro Rosso. By the way, tomorrow, 7 PM, I'm going to have a League Race League, or a League, goddamn, a Race League race. It's going to be what? Silverstone, yeah, it's going to be Silverstone. So hopefully I get a good job. I was in the fight for the win last time at Austria, but I got an incident with one other driver and wasn't able to get back in the top 5. But well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Well, how long is that of a yeah, how much like of a drive is that from Ohio to Texas? 5 hours? I have no idea, I'm just throwing up numbers out of my ass. But what's that, 5-7 hours? Maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be intense now. Oh, okay. Oh, 20 hours drive? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I used to have a friend like well, not used. He's still my friend, but it was quite a upcoming YouTuber in the Portuguese Minecraft community. It's not doing videos anymore, but yeah, it was like in the, do you know, like imagine for F1 like Arava and Tiamat Marduk and that. It was like into the barrier, you know. It was not as big, but it was in the crew, you know, in the crew. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. And that's why I'm telling this, because that reminded me of that. And because he's so up and coming, quite quickly, everyone was accusing him of getting bots and stuff like that. Yeah, then he got sick of YouTube and left, but yeah, it was quite up and coming in the Portuguese scene. The guys he used to hang out with, now they are basically swimming in money, because they appeal quite a lot to the Brazilian community, you know, who has like millions and millions of people. Portugal only has 10 million inhabitants. You know, so yeah, appealing to the Brazilian markets, it's huge. So they are basically swimming in money. Come on, Van Dorn, give me slipstream. Give me the extreme slipstream. Turn. Whew. That was nice. Hey, maybe Verstappen with the superior chassis. I think they have better chassis. I just don't know. But yeah, Red Bull. Well, Verstappen has been known for pissing off Vettel in the lately. So maybe Verstappen can get something done. Oh, followed on Twitter? Okay, man, okay. Woo.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, lap 62 out of 66. We are currently doing well. Oh, turn. 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 Well, stop turning now. Oh, this is probably going to be, if I end up winning, this is probably one of my hardest wins of my career. Hey Alex, yes I am winning currently. The slightly bad news is that Vettel is following me, so I'm not going to pull off too much of a gap for him in the standings. Yep, Monaco tomorrow. Oh, just turn, please don't bottle it. 3 laps left, come on. I'm going to do it like early in the, not early in the morning. I have to be at 9 AM at the gym. So like right after lunch, I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna practice for Silverstone for my COR race. And then I'm going to broadcast the COR race at 7 PM. How was Russia? I finished second because Jeff screwed me up a bit. I was able in the last stages to catch up to Grosjean, but I couldn't get an overtaking maneuver. I couldn't get close enough for that. I got the RS, but I couldn't get close for that, so Grosjean actually beat me for first place. He won the Russian Grand Prix, the first as 1-2 ever, right after the first front row lockout for Haas. Where am I in the standings? I'm still leading. I think I'm 9 points away of Grosjean with second place and 10 points ahead of Vettel who's third. Sorry for not speaking too much, guys. This is getting intense. Well, it's not even heavy rain. It's stormy rain. So yeah, look at the water coming down. I don't know if you guys can like see every individual drop of water because of the YouTube compression and all that, but I can really see every single drop of water falling down quite hard on the track. Like, this is absolutely amazing. I'm currently at around 50 frames per second, 45, 50. But yeah, man, I have everything in ultra high or whatever you call the max graphical settings, and it's just amazing. Okay, Ruben, just let's get this done and over with. Come on. By the way, let me just check something quickly. Okay. I've heard of Foxy Dude. Never heard of DCCF1. But I saw some of Foxy Dude's challenges, like the zero difficulty. No, it wasn't the zero difficulty. I think it was like getting not changing gears, in like being 8th gear at Australia in a Red Bull, like stuck in 8th gear and not changing it until the end of the race, last to first. Any penalties for anyone? I can check. Let me see. Race director. Incidents. Stoffel Van Dorn ignoring blue flag, stop and go penalty. That's the only thing. Yeah, last lap, finally! Last lap. Oh my god, this is really taking a toll of my arms. Like, this is my third live stream today. Oh! 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 Come on. Yeah, quite clean. Fortunate on our start, we were better than the Red Bull and Raikkonen. We're starting P2 and P3. We went right down the middle of them both into turn 1. Or actually in the run down into turn 1, because into turn 1 they were slightly behind me. Gave the space, no contact, clean overtaking maneuver, clean double overtake there. And yeah, then got P2. Then Hamilton bottled it quite a bit because he went on mediums and I started on softs, so I overtook him. But then, because he was on mediums, he would take his tires longer, so I would pit for a brand new set of softs and he would still be on old mediums. So I took advantage of that, pulled away. Then the rain came and he was behind me, and I've been leading ever since. Well, I think when I pitted I lost the lead, but I've been leading ever since I got myself in front of Hamilton, basically. And yeah, from P5 I think it is, we're going to take a win at the Spanish Grand Prix. A nice slide for good measure. Whew, what a hard race, but still very enjoyable one. Let's now go to the podium celebrations with Crofty and Ant. That was great, man. That was great.
Haas today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
There aren't many teams, you know, as they come out onto the podium now, who could do what Haas have managed to accomplish here. It's hard to believe just how competitive they've already become. An amazing victory.
Yeah, some champagne for our boy. Yes, race win number 2. We won at China and we won at Catalonia.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship after a very good result here today. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
That's got to be the Flying Finn. Wait, how many Flying Fins have we had now? Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time. Just great raw speed, and a good job in traffic as well.
On to the constructors then. Haas moved further ahead at the top of the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So yeah, we are finally starting to pull a considerable gap to Ferrari in the standings. In the driver standings, things are a lot close together, with Grosjean 5 points away from Vettel and Vettel 17 points away from me. Well, Bottas, I don't think he was horrible. I think, well, he started back, and then, you know, we had that virtual safety car. He probably got the worst end of the deal with that one, I don't know. And then he got traffic, and then he got the rain. So maybe he probably couldn't have done much better job, I don't know. But yeah, Sebastian Vettel starting in 6th place. And Raikkonen bottled it once. Hamilton bottled it for going for a second stint on the Inters. Raikkonen bottled it for the first, going for a second stint, for a third stint on dry tires when it was already drizzling, by going on hards. And then going an extra lap on Inters because Vettel by that point was ahead of him. I don't know, man. Like, so many people bottled so much time. Like, Romain Grosjean went for a 2-stopper during the dry. So he also pitted for a second set of softs while it was still drizzling. So, yeah, we could have gotten maybe a 1-2 with Grosjean, but I did one less stop than those, because all of those with 4 stops, they did 2 stops in the dry, and the latest stop of them, it was already drizzling, so it was going to be wet conditions, but, well, whatever, right? So let's get back to our motorhome. So okay, let's see how many resource points we have. 437 with the first driver bonuses, almost 500 points. We smashed Fiat and everyone loves me already, apart from Mercedes and Ferrari. Smashed everyone and yeah. Oh. Hey Mike, thanks for the subscription, pal. Glad you are enjoying the live stream. Glad you enjoyed the race. 11,256 points is the weekend total. Nothing else pops up. No invitational events. So what? How many points do I need to get back on that? To 525. So yeah, fortunately can get it done. And yeah, we are very near to 300 subs, which is great. So let's travel to Monaco. Let's go to the Principality of Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's see what pops up. And yeah, looks like we're going to have that major power upgrade for the, what's the name? For the Canadian Grand Prix. What, 40 off of 300? No, I started this live stream with 283, so I'm not 40 off of 300. So yeah, we are at the Principality, nothing pops up, no sponsor bonus, no nothing. Mixed conditions on track, so it might rain during this weekend. And yeah, let's see tomorrow. This is it for the Spanish Grand Prix, basically the hardest win of my career. Hope you guys enjoyed that race. If you did, give me a like button. If you did not, as always, the dislike button is right beside it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, hit the bell icon for any notifications of whenever I'm about to start a live stream or about to post a video. Hope to see you guys in the next live stream and have a wonderful day. Goodbye, see you next time.